Hi, welcome to 151 Garage. I'm Sean.
I'm Jill.
And today we're doing kind of a small reveal for her vehicle. Now, if you guys know, the last couple of videos we've done on hers is actually disassembling stuff, like the whole front end for the grill, bumper, the wheels, as well as the dash. We got the dash back and we want to show you this separate because it's awesome. She likes it. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. When we get into the vehicle, I'll kind of discuss what we did, and then I'll tell you how it's done and what they did to do it. But if you want to, go ahead and jump in.
Make sure you don't get that wheel.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and jump in on the other side, and we'll discuss this here in a little more detail. So if you guys look, go ahead and leave the door open so I get a little more light. If you guys look, it is the topographical map with the orange Bronco, and this right here is coordinates. Now, this is something special. And the reason we wanted to do this is because Archetype Racing did this as a limited edition Boyd rail. And we love the idea of the orange with the black and the white topographical map and the coordinates and stuff. Now, a place called Oriley Custom Designs did this dash for me. Now, what they usually do is firearms. Now, I won't show the firearms that I've had done by them, but they offered to do this one. Hopefully they'll do mine in a different type of pattern. But how they did it is they painted the entire thing white. They turned around, taped off all the topographical map lines, and then painted the whole thing black, peeled the tape up, and it left the white lines. Then they went ahead and taped up everything for the Bronco as well as the coordinates. Now, if you guys don't know what the coordinates are, they are not actually coordinates. They are dates we just turned into coordinates because guess what? It matches the coordinates in here.
Well, they kind of are coordinates, but they're not like specific coordinates. If you actually Google these coordinates, it'll take you off to west coast of Africa, but these are the dates that we met.
Yes.
And then the date I went into remission.
Now, this right here means a lot to us. Both of them do, but this right here is the first date we met, and I remember it like it was yesterday.
You gonna tell the truth this time, or are you gonna tell some BS story?
I tell you what, it actually was pretty funny. We met, I picked her up from work.
I drove him around in my little tiny car that I had. I had to go pay my car. I was still in my work uniform, so I drug him to my house. I changed my clothes. We went back to my work, left my car, got in his truck, and went out to dinner.
And we've been together ever since. So it was meant to be either that or I'm just doomed for pain. But the other one is when she went into remission. And that's important because for layman's terms, for people who don't know, when they say we went into remission, it means in layman's terms, she was diagnosed cancer-free. Now, yes, I know there's just shush. For the people who've never dealt with cancer or anything like that, that's what it kind of means, because it's a simplified form of saying, okay, they don't find any cancer and then, you know, whatever. It's what she was diagnosed or told they couldn't find any cancer and she went into remission. So technically she's cancer-free. To be truly cancer-free, I believe it's 5 years. It's 5
to 10 years without any kind of incident with the markers I have to be deemed.
Yeah.
So 5 years in a row, or even 10, depending on their time frame, they will deem me 100% cancer-free, because in that window of time, it can always come back. But it won't always be breast cancer. It can go back somewhere else.
Yeah, so that right there, like I said, layman's terms, it means you're cancer-free. At the time, it still takes a little bit of time to actually be truly cancer-free, but again, unless you have been through cancer, you've never heard of the term remission. Now, let me go ahead and tell you, this right here is all done all the way across, as well as the little side piece. Now that we actually had to drill apart the bottom and actually glue it back together, so it actually worked out pretty well. They matched the color, so this was a color that was custom mixed for this because it matches this. We actually gave them one of these and they color mixed it almost perfectly. I mean, it really looks good. Anyways, I'd like to say thank you to Oriley's Custom Design for doing this. Now again, they usually do firearms, and if you guys don't know what cerakoting is, it's a technique that they use to do color, like paint, a lot of different things. A lot of things you'll see cerakoted are firearms. Now, granted, this is all cerakoted just like the firearms are. I have a couple of them done myself. If you don't know what that is, for anybody who plays Call of Duty, all the gun skins that you see out there, they can do cerakoted. That's kind of how they do all the different techniques and all the difference for all the different guns and firearms and stuff. They also do like exhaust and downpipes because it does help with the cooling and stuff, from what I understand. So correct me if I'm wrong. Why cerakoted over hydro dipped? Because they can do a hell of a lot different and nicer stuff with this. Also, I don't think hydro dipped can take the abuse that cerakote can. That's why we wanted to do this. This will take a little more abuse than other techniques like regular painting and stuff inside the dash or inside the Bronco. It's not going to get beaten up, but we want to make sure it stays nice for some time to come. I mean, we'll see.
Point at it. So I absolutely love the design. What really impressed me the most though, this is stock. This is what they did. And if you look at the two, they're pretty much dead on.
Yeah, like I told them before, this right here is actually custom mixed by them to match this because we gave them a piece that actually matches.
Gave them one of the handles.
So, yeah, it works out perfectly.
And did you show this piece?
Yeah, I showed them that and had to drill it apart. So
yeah, this is so cool. Look at that.
It's a nice little technique. Carries all the way through.
All the way through. Look how cool that is.
Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hope to see you next video. We do have a lot more coming with the vehicle. We're waiting on one piece, and we'll have the entire vehicle put back together with a fresh wash because it's dirty as can be right now.
Yeah, it's all because of the pollen. There's all crap ton of pollen blowing around.
You gotta love Florida.
Yeah.
Anyways, like I said, see you next video. Bye.
Bye.